Even in paradise, God said, you need to do these things. There were chores in paradise to care for creation. At the very beginning, work is a part of that story. God made us to do things, to work. I like to work. I also try very hard to have boundaries. I try to work hard when I'm working and then stop when I'm not. When we talk about work, I start with God made us to work, and we're made to work hard, and work is good. We can find meaning, we can contribute to our community, and do things that contribute for the good of all. So if work is meant to give us meaning and purpose, how does that happen? Choose a path where you like what you're doing because you're going to be there a long time. Even a dream job can have tough days. But look for purpose and meaning. Handling difficult individuals, again, that was named. Growing in your employment. How do we stay current with all the advances and changes in technology? Keep growing all the way along. And then the last thing this adult, just putting into that conversation, said was find a way to balance work and family. You get a job, you may grow in your job, and the demands may increase to the point where the people you want to spend time with get cut out. Don't let that happen. So there are upsides and downsides of the stress and pressure, the meaning and purpose, and you mix that all together, and how do we do that unto the Lord? Sometimes what we do is a purpose for us. I would acknowledge that sometimes we don't get compensated, sometimes we're expending a lot of effort caring for family, and there's a lot of new categories. Sometimes we're caring for a spouse or a parent. Sometimes it's grandparents caring for grandkids. Maybe you volunteer somewhere, and sometimes it's a little stressful, it's a little hard. But I think serving others is that Christian component. Why do we do what we do? You maybe feel duty-bound. I have to do what I do. I have to take care of these young people or this family member. But what if you did it unto the Lord? What if your service also is, it's recognized by the King of Kings, Jesus the Christ? You've done it unto the least of these, you're doing it unto me. Does that help in our work? What do we gain from all of our work? I've seen the burden God put upon the human race. God has made everything beautiful in its own time. God has set eternity in the human heart, yet no one can fathom the whole scope of what God plans from beginning to end. And so I conclude there's nothing better for us to do than to enjoy our lives, to eat and drink and find satisfaction in our labor. For this is God's gift to each of us. Work can be a source of fulfillment and purpose. You can define yourself, and that helps to point your attitudes maybe toward a God-pleasing goal. We were made to serve. We were made to work. We were created to be more than just human doings. We are human beings. And do we have a chance to serve those that we work with in the name of Christ? There's always something that nobody wants to do at the office. What if, as a servant of Christ, you did that? If you could take what you do and offer it to God today, what would that mean for you? There's always a chance to be Jesus to another person that's having an awful day.